And so it comes to this, day 6, last day of the Badger. Now I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to warmth and comfort and eating dinner that didn't come out of a bag. But as is always the case at this point in any ride, I'm realizing that I'm not really ready to go home. And it takes me 3 days, 4 days to get my fitness up, to get my stamina up, to remember all the techniques for riding with bags on, just to get into the groove of living like this. And I don't want it to be over, but every ride has to come to an end. And for now, the sun is shining, the trail is still amazing. So let's see if we can enjoy the end of this one. Onwards to Glasgow. I used to read a lot of comics, and there's one story that has always stuck with me for some reason. It might have been a 2000 AD thing, and I think it was only a 1 or 2 pager. This spaceship lands on a new and uncharted planet in the middle of this vast plain, and the atmosphere seems good, so the captain sends out 2 of his crew members to investigate, and they immediately get into this huge rage, this massive argument, and one of them kills the other crew member. So the captain sends out 2 more to bring back in this guy, and they get into a massive argument too, and they kill each other. So finally, the captain goes out himself to bring back this remaining crew member, but he finds himself just becoming so enraged by the whole situation that he kills his own crew member. And in his last moment of sanity, he realizes that it's not the atmosphere, it's the wind. The wind blowing endlessly across this plain at just the right speed and frequency that it drives the human mind to madness and murder. And he orders his crew to take off, and the last panel, I remember it really vividly, was him being burned up in the exhaust from his rocket as they flew away from this accursed planet. That is my way of telling you that I'm riding into a headwind again. It's picked up. It's not as bad as it was the other day, but it is right in my face again, and it's a little bit annoying. But on the other hand, the rain that was forecast has held off so far, so that's nice. Landscape's changing a bit. It's starting to feel less kind of crazy mounty highlandy. There's a bit more kind of pasture-y type fields and things to the side, so that's sort of interesting. And I'm not in a massive hurry, got plenty of time. I just stopped to eat the last of my peanut butter, which seems possibly symbolic of something. Very quick top tip for you. You'll come down out of the hills, you'll see a village called Gartness. The route kind of takes you round south of that and then dumps you onto a main road for a mile or so. Don't do that. Go into Gartness, get on the hiking trail. I think it might be the West Highland Way, I'm not sure. It's a nice trail, it's plenty big enough for cyclists. It's quite busy with hikers, so be aware and be courteous and all that. Follow that down. When you cross Station Road, about 2/3 of the way down, look out for signs for the Turnip the Beet Deli and go in there. Even if you're not hungry, go in there just for the smell. Go in there to buy cake and trail mix for later. I smelt the onion barges about 500 meters away and I thought to myself, oh, someone's having an amazing curry lunch. Turns out it was me. I had an onion bargee wrap that was, oh, I had a raspberry and lemon drizzle cake, which was also, oh, and I've got a vegetable samosa waiting for later, which if it's half as good as either of those is also gonna be, oh, really top little find. It's just on some little funny industrial estate thing. Doesn't look like the sort of place you'd find a really, really quality deli. Oh my God, that was good. Check it out if you're doing this route. Turnip the Beet Deli. Highly, highly recommend it. It's amazing how quickly that route goes from feeling like proper wilderness to farmland to city to Badger done. That's that. I had a few hours at the end to get a beer and some food, and now I'm back on the train in my little cabin ready to head south. What a ride it has been, what a ride. I mean, I'm tempted to say that's my favourite route that I've ridden. Stunning scenery, fantastic trails, climbs that are difficult but doable, descents that are challenging but incredibly good fun. Hardly touched tarmac for the whole thing, and when I did, it was swooping and quiet. Rode everything from gravel to loose rock to single track, but it just all felt very sort of part of the same thing. It was a really good, well thought out route. I can't recommend it enough. I've had an amazing time, even when the weather was bad, even with the headwinds. Absolutely, yeah, it's a winner. Badger Divide, I highly, highly recommend it. I'm sorry to be going home. I am, that's the truth of things. This one is over. I don't know what the next one will be, but I'm sure wherever it finds me, I will invite all you good folk along to ride along in video form. I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, go check out the Ko-fi page if you fancy that kind of thing. If not, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think as always. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you for the next one. Bye now. This cabin's tiny, I've got nowhere to pan away to.